This is Outnumbered. I'm Andrea Tantaros, and here with us today, Harris Faulkner, Katie Pavlich from our sister network, FBN's Dagan McDowell of Imus in the Morning, and today's hashtag One Lucky Guy abuse on the show. Can I say, being on with you and Greg, it gets uncomfortable because they're so mean to you.
I know, exactly.
Women pay top dollar to have lips like that.
There you go.
Well, I did have.
Wow. Fascinating.
That was
in my own ear. It was ridiculous.
Well, we're going to be a lot nicer.
Thank you.
All right. Too close for comfort. New questions about President Obama's strategy to beat ISIS as Islamic militants attack an Iraq. Okay, so a big debate on Capitol Hill now about what to do, Harris, as the president wants power from Congress. Yeah. We talked about this yesterday, but a big debate over boots on the ground. And as you know, and you've covered Iraq for a long time, it's a country that we made gains in, but those gains seem to be diminishing, especially with the fall of this town.
You know, I think there are a couple of things coming in with food supplies and then 200 men to come in and fight off ISIS. That shrine, by the way, is one of harder for Iraq and Syria than the people that are already on the ground. So then the question begins,
like, what more do we have to do? Do they,
as we know, doesn't seem to have the appetite to have more wars in the Middle East. Dagan, they've been drawing down troops in not just Iraq, but Afghanistan. He made this a campaign goal. But also, I want to flash back to when Joe Biden said that Iraq was going to be one of the greatest achievements of this administration.
We're on the offense, they're on the defense, which is patently not true. Our air
do anything, no boots on the ground, next subject. Right. Or he would say, okay, this is what we're going to do. Here's the strategy. Either do all of it or do none of it. Not the hokey-pokey, toe-touch,
we're dying by a million small cuts here.
Saying that the Taliban isn't a terrorist group, and I think.
Although I have to say, when people first heard the story, I think this is a fair question of the White House. Who's briefing the president on all of this? Because you have ISIS, formerly known.
Well, isn't the question though? Is he reading his? Okay.
Is it the executive's response?
No, I think she made a great point. I remember growing up, I remember the waitresses at the restaurant used to complain when they wanted raises. And my father would always say, well, did you ask? Because my dad wasn't going to run around handing out raises, free money. They had to go up to him and say, I deserve a raise. Hold on a minute. For women, I applaud Charlize Theron on this one. But yeah, there is a pay gap in this country.
I'm less of the profits on American Hustle than Jeremy.
Her job is to have the bottom line. Her job is not feelings. Yeah. Her job is not feminism and to elevate all women and make them feel good. Her job is to make money.
Why don't we help each other? Well, like, I get that. And you've got to talk, so I'm going to be quiet.
No. I mean, look, first of all, I want to apologize that Fox is paying me twice what they're paying you for being.
Make us hate you.
Look, I'm not giving
an entire shameless plug. I'm going to stand up for myself as a woman here. I wrote an entire chapter.
Things are not handed to you in life. People aren't mind readers.
Granted, but I think they've asked.
Another bastion of liberalism and pay gap, the technology industry. And you had the CEO of Microsoft, and jobs go to men. The CEO of Microsoft, remember, said,
politics. I'd like to add this one point, and it's about knowing what you're worth.
All right.
Slice of pizza for everybody.
Hey guys, Valentine's Day is tomorrow. Just a little friendly reminder from your friends at Outnumbered. Well, we've all heard the saying, first comes love, then comes marriage. But sometimes there's a step in between, living together, aka shacking up. But a new study reveals that men who lived with their wives before marriage rated themselves as less dedicated than guys who had a firm commitment to get married before sharing the same roof. Other surveys found that the same was true for women, though to a slightly lesser degree. And researchers say that it's because the people who were already living with someone found it harder to break up. They're just too lazy to move out.
It's whole milk. 1%.
Why would you do any of that?
I've heard that from my father before.
That's what Mama Shirley taught me.
But here's
it's like Survivor at your household.
Yeah, exactly. And it's a lot harder to break up when you're living together.
If you're married, though, that's what's. I mean,
I was going to say.
I think I think that there's not a commitment there. The guy or the girl has one foot out the door.
Her coat on. Look at that. She's.
Carol, I've
lived with both of my husbands. The first one.
That's what I would do. Just have a beer helmet, a cup of beer right down there. Why not?
She was not the only one.
Yeah. Why is
I know they're looking at me for reassurance to nod my head. Yes. What would you like me to say? Yes. Mr. RBG. And isn't that her name? Notorious RBG.
RBG. There's a T-shirt you can get, actually.
Just beforehand.
Katie, would you bring a roadie into the chamber?
You're the biggest prude right now.
You have to drink during that. I got drunk. I was just watching the highlights.
Joe Biden probably was. I mean, she's just
really not. But I don't. Interesting that it really was.
What's in this mug, Faulkner?
I know.
Little Tito's. Okay, so Paul, thank you so much for joining us.
Yes, fun to be
and
back.
this book, it's not me, it's the world.
Yeah.
I can buy a fur coat.
Yeah. You bring the cooler? Hey, it's Valentine's
We gotta
Day.
go.
It's Valentine's
I'll bring the
Day.
wild turkey and a store. All right, we're back on TV Monday at noon. As much as you want to see Paul dance, we're
Not
going to
after that.
cut because we've got a toss to happening now, and that starts right now.